Hi everybody, I'm Chris. I'm the flying team manager for Kite, Loft, and I'm back again this week for another edition of Fun with Flags. And in light of the recent tragedies in London, we're going to do a segment dedication rather to the British flag. All right, and Tux is going to help me out here, aren't you, Tux? Okay, but we're not going to talk about the current British flag just yet. In order to understand that, we need to understand how we got to the current British flag. So we're going to start with the historic version, the King's Colors. All right? The King's Colors, this flag was developed for maritime usage. I got a little helper here. This flag was developed for maritime usage by King James I of Great Britain, who was formerly King James VI of Scotland. He suddenly inherited the English and Irish thrones, so he felt it was necessary to come up with a maritime flag to represent the new kingdom. So this is what he came up with. He combined the Red Cross of St. George, which is a red cross on a white background. He combined it with the white cross of St. Andrew, or saltire rather, of St. Andrew, which is white on a blue background. So you combine those two together and you get this, the King's Colors, also known as the Union flag. This is the same flag that the American rebels fought against during the American Revolution. We actually took the colors of our flag directly from this flag. Okay? And the meaning of the colors is very similar in the two flags. But anyway, this was the flag of the new Kingdom of Great Britain. There's just one little problem though. Ireland was left out. Alright, so fast forward to 1801, we get to this flag. The current flag, known as the United Kingdom flag. The official name being the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. What was added here are these red stripes inside of the Scottish cross of St. Andrew. And you'll notice that they're not exactly the same on the opposite side. Okay, this side is different from this side. It's what we call being counterchanged, the opposite of the opposite side of the flag. So yes, you can fly the British flag upside down. Okay, this is incorrect. All right, this is the top of the flag. All right. So we have from the former Union Jack, we have the Cross of St. George, we have the Scottish Cross of St. Andrew going diagonal through the flag, and we have the Red Cross of St. Patrick. The Red Cross of St. Patrick flag is just a plain white flag with a red diagonal cross going through it. Most Irish folks don't fly this flag, the Cross of St. Patrick flag, because they feel it's a British invention. They don't identify with it. They think that, or not think, they feel that, you know, the British invented it to update their Union flag, which more or less they sort of did. But anyway, for all practical purposes, Ireland is represented through the Cross of St. Patrick in the current Union flag. Now, those of you who are up on British regions are probably wondering, well, what happened to Wales? Why isn't Wales in the Union flag? That's because Wales was conquered by England it was about 1535, and that was long before 1606, when the idea of even having a Union flag of the new kingdom was even thought of. So most historians will argue that Wales is indirectly represented through the Cross of St. George because it was a part of the Kingdom of England when the original Union flag was conceived. All right, so that's how we get the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland flag that we know today. It's probably the most recognizable flag on the planet, you know, one of several. Everybody knows this is the British flag, and I think it's one of the cooler flags around the world. But it's definitely a memorable one. It's used in a lot of different flags around the world too. It even appears in the U.S. state flag of Hawaii. All right, so its influences has a wide scope throughout flag designs around the globe. So that's the UK flag. This has been Chris, the flying team manager at the Kite Loft, and I will see you next week for another round. Peace.